Hello and welcome to you in my lecture room. In this lecture, I will be discussing with you about the topic, and the topic is the globalization. The term globalization is generally, it is the phenomena, it is just like a situation. Collectively, we say that this world is like a global village. Various factors have collectively created the global world. So you can see that the world is the globe. It becomes like a ball, and it's not. In real sense that the world become very smaller and we can hold it like a ball, but in virtual sense we can say that globalization, the world become the global village, a village like world, and those who are living in the villages are those who have the experience of village life. They can easily understand that what is the meaning of the global village or how the village life is. Usually the most of the people who are living in a village, they have the same culture, having the same eating habits, dressing habits, almost similar. They speak almost same language, their games, their likings and dislikings, they are almost similar. So the world is now becoming a village-like life where people they are using the same language, they are almost eating the same, like the burgers, the drinking or enjoying the similar soft drinks. So to define the globalization is the system of interaction among the countries of the world in order to develop the global economy. Means it is the system of interaction, the interaction of the countries. It refers to the integration of economics and societies all over the world. The first thing that we say that there is an integration or interaction of the economies. Economies, they are linked with each other. They are interdependent. One economy and the society is interdependent on another economy or a society. Another thing that it involves technological, economic, political and cultural exchanges. Is made possible largely by advances in communication, transportation, and infrastructure. When we talk about the globalization, means we are talking about the technological revolution, economic interdependence, political similarities of the governments, and cultural exchanges, and these all become possible due to the advances in the telecommunication or communication modes, the fastest transportation or containerization, and better infrastructure. So these are the major factors which have collectively created the globalization. So it is the system of the interaction among the countries. Stigler is the most very famous and the known economist who has also defined the globalization, that globalization in its current phase has been described as an unprecedented compression of time and space reflected in the tremendous intensification of social, political, economic and cultural interactions and interdependencies on a global scale. According to the Stigler, globalization is described as an unprecedented compression of time. He said that due to the compression of the time is compressed, and actually the time is not compressed, but in virtual sense he has said that due to the fastest most modes of the communication, one can reach from one corner to another corner in a very shortest time possible, because in the olden days to travel from one place to another place requires huge time. And intensification of the social, political and economic cultural interconnections and interdependencies. Amartya Sen, another Nobel laureate economist, how to judge normatively globalization. How to judge globalization normatively. There are different two approaches. One is the positive approach, means when we talk about the facts, we have the facts and figures and we can easily understand the benefits and the disadvantage. But normatively, these are the conceptual or these are the perceptions of the people. Very difficult to prove. So, number one, is globalization a westernization? People are talking about that globalization is the other name of the Americanization. It is a threat to non-Western societies. Is it a threat to the non-Western societies? These people are talking against the globalization. Though it's not the institution or organization that one can say that this is going to be the harmful, but this is the environment which is created with the support of various international institutions. So what is right question to ask about globalization and the poor? Globalization has the benefits for many people and it has also disadvantages for the poor people. What are the legitimate questions that anti-globalization protesters need to ask? These are very important questions one need to answer, one need to place. So, another definition of the globalization given by both Worth and Gordon. Over the past decade, globalization has been driven by technological advances. The technological advancement or innovations are the main source behind the globalization or global village, creating the world like a global village. But globalization has also been driven by policies and ideas. The other reasons that we have the globalization is the policies and the ideas, policies of the governments and the ideas of the governments, of the people. Previously, due to the division of the world into the two polars, American or the capitalist and the communist, but due to the collapse or fall of the Berlin Wall and the fall of the Soviet Union, the dominant philosophy is the market philosophy. So that's why people are saying that this is behind the globalization. You can see that globalization, due to the interconnectedness of the people, through the internet, through the computers, people, they are connected with each other. These are the different connections which are connecting the world. You can see that people can sit in any corner of the world and have a meeting with another person. You can see this picture. So, globalization is the business globalization, technological globalization, and the cultural globalization. Businesses have become global, the technology